Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I will be sharing part 2 of an article that I wrote for Second Chance to Live in May of 2007. The article's title is Don't Talk, Don't Trust, and Don't Feel. Yesterday I created part 1 of the series, as this article is a little longer and I didn't want to include all of the article in part 1. To read the article, I'll put my glasses back on and bring up the article. As you listen to the article and you have questions, please feel free to send those questions to me. I would love to hear from you. All questions are good questions. In the event that you would like to leave a comment, I would love also to hear from you. Here we go with the article. Below, I will share some of my personal experience, strength, and hope on the topic of don't talk, don't trust, and don't feel. 3 rules are often used to mask reality. These rules are: do not talk, do not trust, and do not feel. These rules give way to a state of helplessness. When helplessness becomes a learned behavior, individuals may unconsciously believe they are trapped by their circumstances. Instead of seeking to learn and grow from their circumstances, being a victim becomes an alternative to living. Living for them is reduced to a series of events to be endured and hopefully survived. Drama replaces vitality. Drama replaces vitality. Rather than seeking to be empowered, these individuals consent to the notion that success is measured by survival. Surviving each crisis becomes an unconscious battle cry. Not only does this mindset undermine the creative capacity of that individual, but it also perpetuates a fear of failure and a cynical outlook upon life. Circumstances and opportunities are equally revered as a nemesis to be reckoned with on a daily basis. Life itself is reduced to merely clocking in and out each day as a disgruntled employee, hoping that the minutes and hours pass with increasing speed. I spent a large part of my life running as fast as I could to avoid the above discontent. I viewed life as a dress rehearsal to be lived later, but later never seemed to come for me. Through maintaining the belief that I could do nothing more than survive what was doled out to me, I became a resident reactor. I found myself jumping like a cat on a hot tin roof. Sure, I trusted God with my life, but I saw the actual part, the living part, as a battlefield. I felt like a soldier who found himself in a foxhole, attempting to protect himself from every direction. This way of life drained and depleted me spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I reached an emotional bottom when a relationship ended nearly 17 years ago. The disappointment from that breakup changed my life. The emotional pain proved to be the catalyst that motivated me to seek solutions. I began to break the 3 rules: don't talk, don't trust, and don't feel. I started attending support meetings where I listened to other people share their experience, strength, and hope. With time, I began to trust people. I shared my pain with them and they listened. I also found myself thawing emotionally as I began to trust the God of my understanding and myself. Slowly, I began to see myself as an empowered individual who no longer needed to be jostled about by events or circumstances. And the epilogue of the article is: if you have bought into these three rules, I would encourage you to find a safe place to begin processing the reasons why you have been adhering to these 3 rules. My suggestion would be that you begin attending a 12-step meeting in your area. Per my experience, my recovery started when I made a commitment to myself to attend these meetings regularly. My recovery accelerated when I began working with someone who had what I wanted: serenity. Through working with a sponsor who protected my anonymity, I began to learn how to trust and how to speak my truth. You may want to work with a counselor or with another group, and that is fine. What is most important is that you begin to talk, trust, and feel. As you begin to heal through this process, you will learn to love and trust and accept yourself. And as you learn to trust the process, a whole new world will open to you. And at the end of this article, please read my article, Hello World. I wrote this article in January of 2007 after my dad passed away. In this article, I talk about how important the grieving process is. When we begin to learn to talk, trust, and feel, there may be feelings that come up as a result that create pain or remind us of events or circumstances in our past that we haven't dealt with. It's very important that we go through the grieving process with those, that we come out of denial through working with a counselor or a sponsor or a mentor, and that we deal with our anger and we look at the reasons why we've felt the need to bargain or try to rationalize away the issues that occurred. And then we'll find ourselves needing to be helped through the process when we become depressed. And that will, as we work through the process, and this necessarily isn't just one step after another. People go in and out of depression and anger and denial and bargaining before they come to a place of acceptance. But as you grow in your acceptance, you'll learn how to take the action that will empower your life to be a thriver rather than merely a survivor of your circumstance. You begin to look at your circumstances in a different way as opportunities to help you to grow spiritually, emotionally, and physically as an individual. These principles have helped me to grow and develop, and I share from those principles and the things that I've learned through my recovery process over the years. I'll say so long for now. Thank you again for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. And please remember, do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because more is going to be revealed with time, my friend. I'll say so long for now. God bless both you and your family, and thank you again for your time. So long now.